Alrighty. Let's just quick make sure everything sounds good right now. Okay. We are good. Right? Terrible TJ's in here too? Sweet. Alright. You know who I don't see in here that I normally see? Ronnie. Where's Ronnie at? Yo, what's up, everybody? You know me. I'm just happy to be here. So, I'm really excited for this chapter. This chapter is one I've been looking forward to. So, I was on a cruise last weekend, and I just got back on Tuesday, and I talked to so many people about One Piece while I was on vacation. I was wearing a bunch of One Piece merch. I had, if you don't follow him on TikTok, his name is like, sometimes he goes, some people say it's Saiga Runner, some people say it's Saiga Runner. I say Saiga Runner, but he has two really cool designs on his merch shop. That's like the Scar of the Future Pirate King, and it's just like Luffy's Scar. And then I have Zoro's tank top that has the scar that Mihawk gave him. So I was rocking those. I was rocking my TOPT merch. And I had a tank top with just the Straw Hat logo on it. And I could not stop talking to people. And I got a bunch of people to join TOPT. And they actually subscribed to my channel as well. So if you're here from that, thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate it. So, I have been kind of on hiatus from TikTok. I just haven't had the chance. Like, there's just so much that's been going on with vacationing and coming back and doing a bunch of other stuff. So I apologize for not being as consistent with content on there. But I'm about to get back at it, and I'm going to try and speed run it and get caught up to where I'm at in all the other mangas. And I'm just really excited to get back into that. It's been something I really wanted to get back into as soon as I got back, but it's just like taking the time to do all that stuff. It takes a while, you know, with the video editing and everything, even on the app. So I just want to say thank you guys for sticking with me and showing up to these lives as well, because I love doing these chapter reactions. It's one of my favorite things to do when a new chapter comes out, to just get my candid thoughts on the chapter. So I also am probably going to do a live stream watching the first episodes of the live action. Now, I'm not quite sure how the format's going to go, but I'm super excited to do it because I have high hopes for this live action, but I really view these two as very different series. I feel like the live action's just that. It's a live adaptation. And that can change a lot of things. We could get a lot of different stuff, and it could all be from Oda, or it could be blessed by Oda. So I'm just really happy that we're getting this, and I think the casting is really great, and a lot of people are kind of downplaying it, and I get where you're coming from, because I don't think that like everything's gonna be perfect. Everyone's gonna have gripes, but the people who are just like setting it up and saying like it's gonna fail before it even starts, like I don't think that that's how it's gonna be. I think that it's gonna be it is coming soon. We got like 2 weeks, and I don't think it's gonna be like everyone thinks it's going to be. I think it's going to be good. And honestly, when it comes to all the other live actions and how I feel about them, when it comes to anything, like I think this is all coming from Oda, basically. I mean, he's the one who had them reshoot things that he didn't like. He's the one who did the casting himself. Like, he picked these people. Like, to me, it's like, why get pissed off before you even, before you even see it, It's an adaptation. Hopefully it gets people into the manga and anime. Anyway, yeah, and we don't even know if this is going to be a lasting adaptation either. Because originally he was going to end it probably not too far after Alabasta or maybe even, a little bit after that. But, like, the original series wasn't looking like 1,000 chapters to him. And so, like, this may be the actual true vision he had for the original. And maybe that's what we're going to get. So I'm okay with whatever we get. I'm gonna be honest. I hope it does good. I hope it gets more people into it. And I hope that people just keep an open mind. But it's really hard to feel that way when you had so many people and, like, these are anime onlys or a bunch of D-bags that just fucking skipped 1,000 episodes of context, that it, like he originally wanted it to be a certain way. And, like, I get it. A lot of live action haven't had their creators involved. Even the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender had the creators involved, but then they split because of creative differences. This is purely Oda's intention at this point and how he likes it. So, I don't know. We might get a few seasons. Maybe we'll get a bunch. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, maybe Shanks doesn't lose an arm. Maybe it looks like some of the fishmen are going to show up to Baratie. Maybe Don Krieg's not even fucking in it. Like, we just don't. Peg Leg Shanks. Peg Leg Shanks goes hard. But we just don't know what it looks like. And I'm not going to sit here and I'm not even going to let people that I watch it with bring it down, because I just want to see it in its entirety and then I can judge it. And if I don't like it, then I don't like it. But you know what? As long as more people are getting into One Piece, I really don't care. Like I always say, One Piece is better as a conversation. So, with that being said, I really want to get into this chapter. I loaded it up and I saw the title by accident. So I'm fucking hyped for it. All right. So let's get into it. One Piece chapter 1090. Kizaru. And wow. Oh, damn it. See, this is... I really thought that this might be like something that we get to see. But this is a cover request by Shikaya. Kuro reading in silence with some black cats. Oda's notes. It's been a while since I last went to Keiko Land. It's a super spa that's got everything the world has to offer. It's a lot of fun. I like how everything the world has to offer is like underlined as if it's like Roger's thing. Okay. Back to it. Oh man, this is like starting off crazy. So Luffy has the Den Mushi. He says, hey, Oda practicing drawing Kuro to make. Yeah, dude, I do want to see Kuro return in some form or fashion. I also would love to see Arlong or even, what the fuck is his name? We already see Wapol. We already saw a bunch of them. I'm trying to think. I would love to see Don Krieg, honestly, and Enel, of course. And I'm glad that Moria is captured, and we're probably gonna get to see him again. But anyway, hey, this is Monkey D. Luffy, the man who's gonna be king of the pirates. Luffy, what are you doing? We've got all the Vegapunks up here. If you care about York's life, you better order those ships to clear off. Ah, save me. Kizaru was like, huh? How cruel. He's even worse than I heard. Morgan's, what the heck? What's going on? Isn't that Luffy? Is Vivi Wapple, World Economic Journal HQ. Straw Hat Luffy, how many of you managed to survive over there? Some of us are pretty banged up and don't tell them, Luffy. Beep beep. A woman's voice. Could it be Nico Robin? We can't just give away our status. They wanted to get information by keeping you talking. I see, my bad. And I bet what I said will make those ships back off. As if the Navy won't fold that easy. Saturn. Beep beep. There are 3 things we must secure. York's safety, Punk records, which we can access through her, and the power station that created the Mother Flame. The rest can be sacrificed if necessary. Damn. Yo, seriously though, where is Johnny and Yosaku? I have literally thought that 1,000,001 times. Never have seen him since. Like, literally was just people in Arlong Park. Like, just design. They were just there to throw their swords at Zoro so he could use 3-sword style against the Fishman. But sir, what about Rob Lucci's squad and the Cypherpole agents that are still... I was merely stating the worst case scenario. Don't lose sight of what's important. Yes, sir. Remember, human life holds no more value than that of an insect. No matter how far their numbers dwindle, it's always possible for them to multiply again. Yes, sir. Dude, it's crazy. They got a Lyme addiction and had to retire. For real. Honestly, like, hearing Saturn talk about humans, it's literally like he's talking about, like, as if he's not human. Which, I mean, I guess for a Zoan would be true, but he's acting very like, I'm not one of you. You guys can just multiply like roaches. Didn't you hear what they said? The 5 elders have my back. You're such an ass. If you lay a finger on me, they'll wipe this island off the map, just like O'Hara. Yo, Nami just fucking smacked that shit out of her. Holy. Ouch. You won't get away with this. I'm telling the elders, bring it on. Back off. She's unarmed. How are your injuries, Robin? Gah. Better thanks to you, Chopper. Praise like that doesn't make me happy or anything, you jerk. How pathetic. I know there were 2 of them, but I should have been able to handle those no good Seraphim. I get it. Just sleep already. Shaka, Pythagoras, Edison. Wah. Edison's still kicking Lilith. Can you keep it down for a sec, Lilith? I'm trying to contact the basement. So it looks like Atlas is okay. York's obviously okay. Lilith is okay. Edison is barely there. But I don't see Shaka, which is good because I saw him get his brains blown out or whatever. But you know what I'm saying. But 4 of the Vegapunks are wounded. 2 are dead. The Straw Hat crew is currently... What are you muttering, Lucci? I'm just talking to myself. That seems suspicious. Hey, guys, you're all behaving yourself down there, right? Loudface. It's one of the Straw Hats. Thanks for the food. You're our saviors. Hey, keep it down. They're still the enemy. We would have died without them, though. Hey, can you guys, can you get us out of here? Sorry, no can do. At least take us to a different room. It's hard to relax with those monsters in here. Oh, shit. Aren't the Seraphim on your side? Yeah, but there's still a chance they'll go rogue. They'll be fine, right, Vegapunk? Naturally, we have the Seraphim in bubble balls, after all. They're made of the same material as the Mark III's bubble shields, and it's fused with the energy of the sea. There's no way to hold fruit users. Really, they look just like normal soap bubbles. Something like this can actually trap us. Oh, they're talking. Jinbei's looks like... There's no need to ask them for reassurance. We haven't received any orders to eliminate you. You are of no interest or use to us. I see. What a relief. I guess we can rest easy. You might have a mean streak, but we really owe you, S-Snake. Thanks for undoing your petrification on us. It's so peculiar. She wasn't programmed to act like that. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I remember they got ripped. My bubbles. Oh, my God. That's so funny. Yo, everyone thought that this was true, and it is. No way. Hey, Hancock, I need you to help them out. They're my friends. You're the only one who can do it. I'm counting on you. Okay, I get it. I get it already. Please just stop looking at me like that. Ha ha ha. She's just like the real Hancock, the world's worst personality, but she's got a weak spot for Luffy. It's funny to see her Seraphim have the same disposition. How fascinating. The traits passed on by the lineage factor during the cloning process go far deeper than I expected. Yo, I love this. I do. I love the fact that this was true. Oh my God. I can't stop reading. This chapter is just like, I've been wanting to know this for so long. That was really cool of you, Hancock. Yeah, no way. Did you just say... love you? Stella, you've got the comm system working again, but the Frontier Dome still isn't responding to our signal. We can't leave without disabling the barrier. You're wasting your time. I put a passcode on it, and don't bother syncing to Punk Records because I never uploaded it. You dirty traitor. Ha ha ha. That passcode and the military might of the world are my protection. Ha, all this laughing's making me hungry. You really pissed me off. Oh, so here's Stussy. Stella, we're completely surrounded. I'd wager there's 100 ships of all sizes and approximately 30,000 Marines. They're pulling all the stops, huh? Lady Stussy, would you care for some coffee? I believe your name is Nami. You're the crew's navigator, correct? Yep, you betcha. Yeah. Wouldn't that mean the lineage factor used to make Seraphim were extracted from the warlords after the Paramount War? It had to be after Boa fell for Luffy. That's true, but Boa fell for Luffy before the Paramount War. So technically at the dinner where they did have, like, they all had food, could have easily been when they extracted that lineage factor. Either that, or Hancock has a predisposition to falling in love with Luffy that's somehow genetic. I don't know which it is. I'm going to go with probably the fact that they extracted it from her at a certain time where she had love for him, which would probably be right before Marineford. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, a few days prior. Yeah. So. The log hasn't finished recalibrating, but we could use this one. We locked onto it while we were at Wano. It's pointing northeast. Ah, that'll be Elbaf. Elbaf, we finally get to go there? Yo, fucking A, dude. Hell yeah. I'm so hyped. It could have happened at any time we have seen. Yeah, basically. Because as soon as we saw Hancock is when we saw her fall in love with Luffy, basically. The giant island of our dreams. Yo, they're so hype. Giants, Elbaf, where everything's tall. It's the home of the giants, after all. Will you quit glowering at me already? I don't know what that means. I feel like that should be like glaring. But I am so hyped for Elbaf. Like, we all thought that was next, right? But Usopp's time is coming. Dude, I want it to be. I want it to be so bad, TJ. I need Usopp to go hard. He went hard in that last chapter where he was holding up the mic. He was kind of badass. But this, I need him to go fucking crazy here for me personally. Thank the stars your ship is already up here at the Labostratum. The coast is swarming with naval ships, so it won't be possible for us to leave via the regular port. So many characters need moments. Yeah, I mean, they do. I mean, there's a lot. We need like an Enies Lobby type arc where everyone gets the shine they deserve. Like, literally, Enies Lobby was so good because, like, everyone got 1v1s. Everyone got a chance for their moment. They shine and to showcase their true, like, abilities in that moment. Like, that's what we need. We need, you know, Frankie versus, I forget what the fuck his name is. The Chapapa guy. And then you need, like, Chopper versus Kumadori. And Zoro versus Kaku. Luffy versus Lucci, Sanji versus Jabra, Khalifa versus Nami. Like, we need those moments. That's what we need. We need everyone to show the fuck out. I thought Wano was going to be that one, but it just didn't. It didn't pay off like that. And I'm hoping that it didn't pay off like that, so we do get that. And honestly, a Davy back fight where it's almost like a tournament style against Shanks' crew would go hard as fuck. And I think that would be the chance to shine. But we want to head northeast. It'd be best to leave from the back of the island. Luckily, Vega Force 1 is on standby right next to your ship. Ideally, we'd be able to use it to fly over the blockade. Unfortunately, it'll be impossible to make it all the way since Vega Force 1 depends on the climate maintained by the island's aircon system, meaning we'll plummet the second we clear Egghead's airspace. That'll be enough. We can rely on the Sunny's coup de burst after that. We can use it to keep flying for a kilometer. That should be enough to get away. You mean to say your ship can fly that far? Unbelievable. Let's go with that plan then. It's powered by Cola. Cola? Okie dokie. First things first, we need to get cracking on lowering the Frontier Dome. My lips are sealed. I said get cracking. You should know better than to underestimate us. We're Vegapunks. Lilith, go to Vega Force 1 and we need to hurry. They could have the barrier down any minute. Any minute now. We need to carry the ship to the back side of the island so it's ready. Yeah, we got to drop the barrier to get away, but doing that will make us vulnerable. That's right. To be honest, I'm a tad excited. This will be my first time leaving the island. We're not exactly going on a picnic. I'll say we don't have enough food for that. Yeah, and what we had earlier wasn't enough either. We should stock up on pizza. Just grab some cheese. Sanji will handle the rest. Man, that guy's great. A chef who can fight? Hey, what's with the sudden change of attitude from yesterday? Don't worry, I'm not gunning for Vegapunk anymore. I feel better now. Well, that's good. You were crying nonstop last night. I was not. Dude, this is so good. Yes, dude, this is honestly, I do want flashbacks, and I really want to see what they were able to do as far as like basically making the seraphims obey them. Like, even if she unpetrified all of the Straw Hats that she did petrify, that wouldn't sway the battle, I feel like, enough to do what they did. So, like, there's got to be something more to it. But I do like the little tidbit. I like it. We had a transmission from Rob Lucci. It summarizes current status inside the dome. Relay the information to the rest of the fleet. Did you hear the update, Borsellino? Sure did. Straw Hat talked a big game earlier, but it sounds like they're trapped. The Frontier Dome is laser-based defense system, correct? You're made of light. Think you can get through? To be honest, I'm sure I can. I just have to deal with my pal down there first, since he's standing by Vegapunk. Fly over him. After he's resolved to put his life on the line, that would be spitting in his face. At least let me do this my way. Dang. Yo, does that mean that he's like... I literally, like, is he really being like, yo, let me kill my nephew or whatever? Like, is he talking about... Because he said... I have to deal with my pal down there. I mean, I guess. Yeah. Also, if I skip over him and attack right away, Sentomaru will use the weaponized sea beasts and the squadron of 50 pacifistas to sink all our ships. Our casualties would be extremely high. We can prepare, but I do not wish to draw this out too long. Do you have the location of the power station? Rob Lucci is an outstanding agent. He sent us all the information we could want. Battle stations. Oh shit, dude. Kizaru has some principles, imagine that. Dude, it's not like he's but he's like, yo, let me murder my friend first because, like, you know, it would be fucked up if I didn't. Like what is that, dude? Kizaru is fishy, but I don't know, man. He kind of sounds like a dog, but at least he's like, yo, let me do things my way. I think it makes more sense, which kind of makes me question, like, I don't know. I always question the world government. I think it's run by a bunch of fucking morons until proven otherwise. Because, like, even Saturn's like, do this. And Kizaru's like, bro, I got battle IQ, bro. Like, I'm telling you right now, and I got regular IQ. We need to take out the fucking guy who can control all the, like, mechs that are going to destroy our fleet. Like, yeah, sure, Straw Hat is important, but, like, and Vegapunk's important, but we need to kill that motherfucker first. That's crazy. Tell everyone who can use the 6 powers to fly ashore. The second battle starts. Yes, sir. We're going to free all the captured Cypher Pole agents. Roger that. Remember, the pacifistas are vulnerable to cannon fire. So target the weaponized sea beasts instead. Oh, our pacifistas are invulnerable to cannon fire. This is a blast. I love these Sky Island mystery clouds. I totally feel the same way, but we gotta stay focused. The sunny's right here. Oh shit. Yata no Kageyami. Fucking hilarious. Flash. Pew pew pew. So you're finally coming. Bring it on, Ankh. All pacifista units, come in. Beep. Eliminate all targets. Here I come, Sentomaru. You should know, my guard's the toughest in the world. What the? What's causing that light down there? Someone really strong is coming. Oh no, dude. Why is it gonna end with that? He's just a cog, though. They're really incompetent. They're incompetent. Yeah, they are incompetent. Yo, people are too far. Is there a break? Does anyone know if there's a break week? Because it doesn't say it here, but someone said that there's going to be another break. Wow. I'm not sure here. So this chapter was absolutely crazy. I do like that Kizaru is like coming. I do want to see him and fucking Sentomaru fight. But I think Luffy's jumping in. I definitely think Luffy's interrupting that fight. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He said someone really strong is here. But I will say it is very interesting to see the look on Luffy's face. I wonder if he's going to be like, yo, fuck face. I remember Sabaody. I'm about to get my get back, dude. I'm going to get Zoro's back. I'm going to get all the Straw Hats back because of what you did, bro. And Marineford. You think I'm going to let that slide? That's crazy, though. Dude, this is a good chapter, though. My only issue is, and this is what I'm thinking, is next chapter, I think, might be the flashback to what we should have seen on Egghead before all this went down. So I think that I want Luffy to destroy Kizaru. I do too. I want to see that. I want to see them. I want to see like Kizaru just turn into light, and I want to see Luffy just like grab him, turn him into rubber, and just start beating the hell out of him. Like, I just want it more than anything. Super psyched we're going to Elbaf. That's fucking... That makes me want to bust. The Hancock reveal, super dope. Like, these 3 back-to-back double spreads are just, like, dope as fuck. See, here's the thing. I love this chapter. This chapter is just like a lot of hype, though, because you're like, damn, dude, it's like all kind of coming together. Like, this stuff's good. Ugh. I also love, like, this just had really cool moments. All right? I'm just going to say, it had really amazing moments. There isn't a lot of theory food coming for this chapter because of the fact that there wasn't a lot to go off of, but there were really cool moments. And I'm just going to go in order. All right. Luffy talking to the Gorosei and kind of being like, yo, you guys are punks. Finding out that the Gorosei basically are like, yeah, humanity fucking sucks. I will say, I am surprised that Lucci is still a dog like he is in that way to give them that information. That's fucked up. I like the way that they're feeding the Cypher Pole agents. That's cool. One thing that I do want to say though, now that we've gotten a good look at Yoru isn't blackened. So Yoru is not blackened. Another thing that I want to know is when they got Jinbei's DNA, it was probably during the Battle of Marineford. But do you think that there may be a then, if Hancock has the predisposition because of being in love with Luffy at the moment where her lineage factor was extracted. Do you think Jinbei, do you think the S Shark has like loyalty to Straw Hat? Like, do you think that Jinbei was like, would just bow the knee? Because like technically, like, he doesn't have like when they would have gotten it from him, because he wasn't at the dinner, would have been from Impel Down, possibly, or at the war. But those are two very different Jinbeis, because one of them had no loyalty to Luffy and one did. So I'm really interested to see that dynamic, to see if those people like are have that same sort of thing. I also would like to see if the Kuma Seraphim would be loyal to Dragon. Just saying. And it could be a way for Kuma to actually live on, considering he's now a cyborg. Obviously the Hancock thing, super awesome. I like how she has so much of the personality of Hancock, where she's like, no way, did you just say I love you? It's super funny. The Elbaf reveal, hands down, 10 out of 10. Super happy about that. Then, when Vegapunk and Frankie are talking, I've been wanting to see this interaction like so bad, and we finally got it. Frankie is talking to Vegapunk, telling him about the Sunny and how the Sunny is cola powered. It's fucking awesome. I also like that Bonnie is in better spirits, but Luffy still points out, like, you were crying all last night. So I really, really want to see Kuma's backstory, like, so bad. I want to see that interaction with them. I love how Kizaru's like, dude, just let me fucking run this operation. How about that? Like, it makes more sense for me to go there, beam the dude, and then move on to the other ones, because that's how we can eliminate the most casualties, you know, moving forward. So I really like Kizaru right there. Let's see here, battle stations, that's cool. They're all kind of planning to go a different way. But I do, and the last thing is this whole moment where Luffy is super carefree, but then when Kizaru comes, he becomes very shook. He's like, this is exactly what we need here. Like, holy, like, he's like, there's someone really strong. So I'm very interested to see if it's I mean, if he's acting like this and this dude fought Kaido, this could mean that Kizaru is very strong. And maybe him popping all that shit about coming to Wano himself may not have been all talk. I'm just saying. I think that maybe Kizaru has a lot more in his bag than we could have even imagined. So I'm super excited to see what comes next. But I will say my prediction for next chapter is going to be a flashback. We are going to get probably the Kuma stuff, hopefully. I hope it's long. I want, if it's not long, I want just a lot of information. Lots of information. And then probably get a little bit more of how they defeated the Seraphim, or at least put them into the cages, the bubbles. So I think that that's what we'll get, and then we'll probably go on break. I'm hoping we don't, or maybe it's going to be 2 chapters. One is going to be a Bonnie flashback with Kuma, and then the other one's going to be how the Straw Hats got out of this situation, and then it'll be a break, and then we'll come back guns a-blazing, Luffy jumping into this fight with Kizaru. So that's my predictions. I really like this chapter. It's a good chapter. What I will say, though, is, like I said, not a lot of theory food, but I don't need it right now. I came for the hype, so I'm happy about it. I'm so confused with the breaks recently. Yeah, they've just been kind of everywhere. I know that this break was actually for a Japanese holiday, but I don't know if that... Usually we get like 3 chapters in a break. So usually in a month's time, we usually get 3 chapters. So I hope that they continue with that sort of schedule, because these random breaks are kind of shitty. Overall, I would say this chapter, it's very much a build to what we're going to get. But the reveals and like the actual stuff, I think there's supposed to be an Oda break next week. Okay. So, I mean, we'll see how it all goes. We'll see how it all shakes out. Because right now it doesn't say a break week, but it very much could be a break week. But I would say this chapter for me, I was going to say an 8, but I'm going to say 8.5 because, and I'm going to give it that 0.5 for all these like really good interactions that I'm really in love with right now. I think they were fantastic. So, that's my thoughts on it. I'm really excited to get more. And like the best part is like there isn't a part of this that I don't want to see. I want to see the flashbacks. I want to see the Bonnie stuff. I want to see all this stuff happen. But I'm also excited. So like no matter where we go next, as long as we stick with the Straw Hats in one form or fashion, I will be happy for next week's chapter. I just don't want to cut to something else like Blackbeard all of a sudden or Gar, I mean like that kind of ended. For me it's probably like a 7.5. It felt too short of a chapter. Yeah, it was short, but it was like, to me it just felt really jam-packed full of action and cool stuff. So I'm gonna say 8.5. I said I was originally gonna go with an 8, but on further review of like these really cool reveals, I'm just really excited. So maybe I'm just overhyping it in my head. Unless Blackbeard arrives on Egghead. Yeah, or Law. Like, there could be, and honestly, that could really, like, you could imagine seeing Law and Beppo, like, trying to sneak onto the island somehow, you know, and stuff like that. Like, these are all things that could happen, and I'm super excited if they do. But I really want to stick with the Straw Hats. I really want to get just, like, a little bit more from them before we cut to something else or have someone intervene. I want to see Luffy jump down and start fighting Kizaru. So I'm very excited to see what happens next. So this was great. I really enjoyed this. I hope you guys did too, because this chapter was pretty solid. It had some really great moments. But yeah, so those are my thoughts. I don't really have too much else. Like I said, I'm planning this live stream for the live action. I really want to do that. And then, of course, I need to really hash out some time to get caught up on TikToks, stuff like that. So I think this weekend is going to be a little busy, but I think like Monday I'll be able to upload a little bit more. And then on top of that, I'm going to try and make it a priority to get as caught up as I can on my other manga that I'm reading, like Black Clover and My Hero. And I'm actually probably a few chapters behind on Kingdom. So it would be dope if Luffy went against Kizaru solo and the Straw Hats. That would be crazy. Mr. Z, thank you so much for showing up. I love your content on TikTok, I'm gonna be honest. but I think it would be dope if Luffy went against Kizaru solo as well. But I would like to see that, like, Kizaru maybe is getting beat or overwhelmed, and then Jay Garcia comes and they start kind of like, honestly, it would be really great to see a 2v1. A 2v1 Jay Garcia versus and Kizaru versus Luffy, and he's just getting throttled. That would be insane. But then Dragon shows up and fights the Gorosei member and kills him, and everyone thinks that it was due to Luffy, but it's actually Dragon doing it. It would be very interesting. I agree. But even the Straw Hats versus Jay Garcia would be kind of fucking tight as well. I just don't know. I mean, they all have good powers and they all have the ability to kind of put up a fight here and there. And in a group, they could handle it probably. Zoro and Sanji and Jinbei carrying. But I would love to see that. Honestly, be a great time for the Straw Hats to really show how much of a Yonko crew they really are. But there's also 9 Vice Admirals. So to think that Luffy's going to fight Kizaru and the 9 Vice Admirals are going to not fight his 9 commanders, I feel like would make the most sense, which is why I'm such an advocate for, boom, Dragon versus Jay. So that's hopefully what will happen, but who knows? That's just my thoughts on it. But anyway, it was great having this stream. I very much enjoy doing this stuff. This is awesome. This chapter was killer. I just love the build that I feel coming from this. It's really going to make the next few chapters, if they are flashbacks, hit, because we're going to finally get to see how they get there. But I'm really looking forward to what we see after this moment between Kizaru fighting Sentomaru, because I know if Luffy thinks he's strong and he's fighting Sentomaru, who Luffy kind of considers a friend, I don't think Luffy's just going to let Kizaru do whatever he wants. I think Luffy's jumping in that fight, and it's going to be crazy. Toon Force and Light. It's going to be wild. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys. I can't wait to do my next stream with this, and I've been invited by a few different content creators to do streams on their channels as well. So I'll definitely be putting that stuff out there as well, as far as like letting people know on my TikTok that I'm going to be going live with certain people and when, and also trying to keep up to date as well on my other social media. I'm trying to get better at that type of stuff. So just stay tuned for now. There's definitely some great stuff coming, and I super appreciate everyone that's been here. Doran, Mr. Z, Terrible TJ, Lonely Mage, all of you guys. I love the support and always showing up for this. You guys are awesome. So you guys have a wonderful night. Remember that One Piece will always be better as a conversation. And take care of yourself this weekend. Party it up, but make sure to rest. You have a good rest of the day.